Hello, everybody. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so the day before you guys will see this. And it is first thing in the morning as soon as I woke up because my children are still on Thanksgiving break. So you will hear me probably yawn a few times and everything else. Get a few drinks in, so on and so forth, because I'm just waking up and I'm knocking everything over because that is how my morning is going. I am working on Mirabilia Queen of Freedom. You can see everything here I've got done, and getting ready to continue to fill in some stitches here. So I'm going to move this way, move this way, turn it slightly. There we go. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Hasn't been too bad of a day. You see where I am here. And I finished this thread last night, which means I need a new one. Turn that over and do all this fun stuff. Oh, wait. Double check and make sure I finished that thread. Yes, up there I finished it. I need to move it. I'm not going to drag it that far. I've gotten pretty far on her. We are now on top of her head. And last night I was looking and I realized I lost one of her treasures somehow, because there's 3 giant treasures here that go in her hair. And I have 2 of them, and I'm not sure where the third one went. But apparently I lost it somewhere. So I ordered some new ones. But I got my results back from my... I don't even know what it's really called. I never really paid attention, but it's every single year for 20 years since I was in remission with my cervical cancer, which is called endocervical adenoma and oh geez, it's too early in the morning yet. I'm blanking. Endocervical edema carcinoma in situ. That doesn't sound right. Endocervical. Anyways, it's cervical cancer. And every single year I have to go and get a bunch of tests done. It's a bunch of blood work and then internal exams and scrapings and everything else. It's not a fun stinking test. But I had that at the beginning of November and got my test results back. And I am free and clear. It's always insane to me that whenever I answer the phone for that, it doesn't matter if they, it's good results or bad results, they call you and let you know. And, it's like my heart goes up into my throat. And, you know, I never experienced that before until I got that first initial call. I don't even want to say, like, first initial call, because the first initial call, like, I don't know, it was just a strange thing that happened. because I was with Grandma Joanne that day. I helped her get her dogs, Nipper and Tucker, which Tucker passed away this past summer, to the groomers, and then I was also helping her clean her house at that point. And it was my husband who called me. They were trying to get a hold of me and couldn't get a hold of me, which made no sense because I had service and everything. Hello, Cam Cam. Did you decide to come downstairs, baby girl? And I wasn't really nervous or scared then. And then even after all the biopsies and everything else, I wasn't really scared then. I just thought, someone screwed up somewhere. It's fine. I'm not old enough to have to worry about that, which is stupid because I am the third one out of my family who is young-ish, that was diagnosed with cervical cancer. My one cousin, Sarah, was diagnosed in her early to mid-20s, and she was able to just have a cone biopsy and move along with her life because it was only a small portion. And then my cousin, who's the second one now? My brain's blanking. But the other one, she was like 27, 28 years old. So me at 32, it shouldn't have been. I think I was 32. Kim, you coming? You coming up? There she is. Hi. Hi. Nobody can see you. Say hello. Hello. I know. I love you too. Yes, I do. Hi. Hi. You're so happy. I know. You're such a good girl. Okay, okay. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. Calm down. Lay down. Good girl. There we go. But anyways, she was in her, like I said, yeah, I'm pretty sure I was 32. I'm trying to remember now. I'm 35 now. It's been 2 years. It was 2 years in November that I had my final surgery. 32, almost 33. Yeah. So I'm not sure why I thought at 32 that there's no way that can be the problem. But sure enough, yes it was. I guess you have that I'm invincible sort of thing until you're not invincible anymore. But yeah, so I got all the calls from that, and then they were also I got the good news back that this is a gynecologist oncologist that I go to in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I can't think of his name right now. But it's a almost full 3-hour drive from my house to get there, but it's a really good center, and just like I take a lot of my kids there for giant appointments for special things that they deal with. My son Damon had a cholesteatoma in his ear. He sees Dr. Hellman in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, who is an ear specialist and deals with that. And then Abigail's eye specialist is closer, and our knee doctor is closer. But a lot of our doctors around here don't have very good reputations because they're trying to service essentially quite a few counties, and they really don't have the time to individually meet the needs of all of their patients, and they're known for missing a lot of things and dismissing people with a lot of their concerns, which happened with Damon with his ear until I threw a fit. And it was over 2 months of them treating him, the ENT that we have around here, treating him for his ear, that I finally put my foot down and demanded to go somewhere else and did my own research, and was able to get, thankfully my children's pediatrician is really good, and got a referral to go to a different doctor that accepts our insurance the whole way down in Pittsburgh, and they were able to look at him once and tell us exactly what was wrong with him. But again, it was an ear specialist and not an ENT, so it's somebody who only deals with the ear. But it's pretty common around here to have those issues. But also, they were, to my point, again, man, I keep going the scenic route to get to my point. They also did check my white blood cell count, and it's finally at, you know, quote unquote normal levels for me, because I've never had a very good immune system, so it's back to normal for me. Excuse me. But it's back to normal for me, so it's always a good thing to know that, you know, I'm at my normal risk for getting sick and things like that. It's like the last step. I've been talking to them about my fatigue. I just feel exhausted all the time, and I have no idea why I feel so gosh darn tired. Like, I will be lucky if I have maybe, I don't know, maybe like a week out of the month, maybe even a little, let's just say, let's go on the, let's say like half the month, like I'm okay, the other half of the month is like I'm completely exhausted all the time. So I don't know, we'll have to go and run a bunch of different tests to find out like what in the world is going on, because that's not normal for me. I've never been this exhausted and tired all the darn time. So we will see. And of course that gosh darn furnace turns on. It's like a never fail situation. I feel like something isn't right here. No, it's fine. It's alright. What did I do this week? Oh, we had Thanksgiving. It was okay. We went to Thanksgiving with my husband's family. Normally, I cook Thanksgiving for my family. My side of the family, like my mother, my father, my sisters, my nieces and nephews, and we usually have everybody here at my house. But I just decided this year that like I didn't want to do all the I'm gonna do Christmas. Christmas is no big deal, and but I just didn't have the energy for it, and I figured, you know, I'll let somebody else, oh god, do Christmas or Thanksgiving dinner, and then my family kind of all splintered off and like, my little sister, she went to her in-laws' house, and, my older sister, Christy, she lives with my parents. My sister Nicole lives in Germany, so it's not like she was home. But, I mean, it was just a quiet evening, but there's some rifts and things that are going on with my husband's family and things like that, and you could feel the tension. And my husband kind of said, like, no, we'll just cook ourselves. Like, I'd rather just come up here. I mean, we still go up and see them for Thanksgiving and stuff, but he's like, I just would prefer if we cooked at home and then only come up here and visit for an hour and two and then go home. He just feels like it's just better that way, and that's his family, and that's fine, and he will help me cook the entire time, so it's not like I'm doing it all on my own. So, not that I couldn't do it on my own, but it's always nice to have another helping hand, because I do make everything, and I mean everything. So I do all the desserts, all the sides, everything. Nobody brings anything. They don't have to. But my husband is definitely, I prefer if we just do it ourselves. So that's fine by me. Although, I'm weary if the house is going to get done by Christmas. Because a few things happened. Our mother-in-law's, like, main drain line or something for her house got clogged, and he had to go and undo that, and that took days of work to get that unclogged. He ended up having to completely replace the pipe, and come on, there was an issue with a bunch of different stuff, so he hasn't got as much time. Although, from what I understand, the entire upstairs has the first coat. The kitchen is completely finished with mud, and wait till you guys see that kitchen, though. It's looking really nice. And then, they almost have the downstairs done. They expect to have essentially all the mudding done this weekend. I think it's this weekend. They expect to have, at the very least, have the complete upstairs completely finished and ready to go. I know they finished off the bathroom completely with all the piping and stuff, so that way they could get on to hanging the last bit of drywall that needed to go up there in that bathroom to complete that closet. So that's ready to go. What else is there? I don't know. They've completed a lot of work this month, and I'm excited to see it whenever it's done. This was $8.69 is what I need. Do I want to do that, or do I want to get the white chunks out? Because the rest of that would all be beads. And no, we're just going to do this because it'll be easier to keep track of things while I'm working. And yapping out the gums. Ooh. And then I smack you guys because I don't have to pay attention. And then I chuck my needle. Oh, of course I did. It's too early in the morning for me to be doing this. That's my problem. I heard it. but I don't know where it went. Oh, poop. Grab a new one. And then my dogs are going to have a play session. Hey, Theo. No, go lay down. That's why it's useful and handy to have, you know, all your stuff in reach. Alright, new needle. I can't believe I dropped that. I'm going to stand up and find it is what's going to happen. I'll sit on it, one or the two. Ever done that one where you drop your needle and then you can't find the darn thing, but the moment you sit down, yeah, you find it real quick. Alright. Let's start doing the top of her head. And it starts here. And then I can't remember what the guy was talking about before I lost my needle. I went on a side quest and then decided we're going to take a completely different route. I know I was talking about that house, but it is moving right along, and hopefully they can get all the mud complete. No, they're only working on this thing like 2 days a week. So the fact that it's getting this far along this fast is actually pretty gosh darn impressive. I mean, if you really think about it, there was a window in the basement and a window in the dining room that's glass was broken, and we got the glass for both of those, and we got really lucky because they had 2 large sheets of glass that were broken on the corner, so they cut it to the size you need, and then they discount it heavily, and because the one was so small it cost us $1, and then the other one cost us $5, and the glass originally is like $30 some, and I was just like, wow. So what should have cost us approximately about $60 in windows cost us $6. So, you know, we only paid 10% of the price. So I'll take it. So those are there. Hopefully those will get done soon. And then once the sanding gets done, then we got to do the major cleanup of getting as much dust out of that house as possible. So it'll be going around with the shop vac and vacuuming every single nook and cranny. And then I will be taking a bucket of just plain water, and, well, a couple of us will. I'll get the floors. They can get the walls and the ceilings and stuff, and clean out all the dust out of there. And then it'll be, we will paint everything, and then we will lay the flooring down, and then trim and all the light fixtures. Well, we might paint and then put all the light fixtures in and then put the flooring down. I don't know. Whatever way it goes, I don't care as long as it all gets done, because I am so tired of being in that house. But we saw my mother-in-law. I haven't seen my mother-in-law. Oh, I hate saying it like that, but it has been like without a coat and all that kind of stuff. Really haven't seen her like that since the summertime. And the other time I've seen her, like, she's like the kids are going to stay overnight or whatever, and she's got her coat and her shoes on, and she's picking the kids up, or we're dropping them off, and things like that. And I haven't really seen her without her stuff on, but she just looked a lot thinner, and her color didn't look good, and things like that. And then I think depression has taken a really big hold on her from her parents passing. Bless me. Excuse me. But she didn't look that great, and I just want to get her out of that house and into a new place where she's not reminded of all those memories every single second of the day, and they're not plaguing her. But she just hasn't been going out and doing much of anything. So she's never been that kind of person. So she's got me a little worried. So I just want to get her out of there in town where she's surrounded by a bunch of things. Because right now she's 30 minutes out of the road. Grandma Joanne, what has she been up to? We got all of her Christmas stuff brought down, and she got everything decorated for Christmas now. You know what? Give me 1 second. I gotta blow this nose. Alright, I'm back. We got all of her Christmas stuff brought up for her, and she's got everything decorated for Christmas, and we took all of her fall decorations, Thanksgiving decorations. I feel like it should be like autumn decorations, because that's what they are. Down and put them back where they go. We were just busy little beavers helping her do stuff. She has never been to Hobby Lobby before, or like Michael's. She's only ever went to Joann's, and she needed new. She has these 2 clocks that have the same kind of wood that's around her cupboards in her kitchen, and she needed the internal clock parts. She calls them clock guts. Because they stopped working. And she tried Joann's, and our Joann's is really, really tiny and has pretty much nothing in it besides fabric. You have fabric in there, and then like artificial flowers, and a very small selection of sewing thread and things like that. The rest of it's pretty much fabric. It's not a large store. And she went there, and she couldn't find anything there. And I told her, you know, why don't you try Michael's or Hobby Lobby and see if it's hold on a second. Anyways, she had never been to either one. She didn't even know we had one around here. I guess she went to Hobby Lobby first, and I tried explaining to her like what's inside of it, and I told her like Hobby Lobby has, it's a craft store slash home decor store. Is like most of it I see is like home decor, but there's places you can get craft stuff, you know, fabric, yarn, cross stitch supplies, drawing stuff. I was like, there's a lot of stuff in there, and I was like, Michael's is pretty similar. And she called me. What day did she go over? Tuesday. Tuesday or Wednesday. And she was like, oh my gosh, you were so right. I loved it there. She just loved, Theo, you okay? Get a drink, buddy. She just, she loves like home decor and things like that. So she, of course, had a blast. She's like, that was so much fun. I mean, she literally got home and had to call me and tell me how excited she was, and that, but she had asked me, if at some point in time she wants to go over again, if I'd go over with her. I said, absolutely, I'll go over with you. It sounds like a fun time. I'm not gonna turn down going to any sort of craft store. Of course I'll come over. We'll look. But she was like, oh man, I was there for a couple hours, and she's like, I don't even think I got through half the store. She just couldn't believe the stuff she could find in there. And she ended up finding her clock parts that she needed. So she was even excited and happy about that. She has a lot of artificial flowers around her house because, you know, of her age and things like that. She hasn't, she can't, her mobility is still pretty good, but not perfect, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And so like outside she has the real plants, inside she doesn't have any real plants. That furnace is on again. Must be really cold outside. And so inside she has a lot of artificial flowers. What in the world are you doing, Cam? I got Theo down here. He's standing here looking weird. What in the world are you guys doing? And so she, I guess, didn't even get through all the artificial flowers, but she wants to go back up there and really go through them because she liked how realistic some of them looked. And she has a couple of them that have faded really bad over the years. And our Walmart now, I think their artificial stash is pretty much non-existent anymore. So she had been looking for something to replace those flowers, and now she's discovered Hobby Lobby, so she's quite excited to go back up there and have a peek at everything else. I'm just excited to spend time with her. I don't care. We can go out to a farm and watch cows go if she wants. I don't care. As long as I'm spending time with her, I don't care what we're doing. But I did start 2 new projects this month. This is one of them, obviously. The other one is Rosebud Lace by, is it ABC Works? Or something like that. That one I'm using essentially as my travel project, because between my kids and my husband and myself, we have a lot of doctor's appointments I mean, literally in this past month, Abby has gone to her knee doctor twice. All of my children have had a dentist appointment. Damon had to have a tooth pulled, so it was back at the dentist office. I had my yearly exam for my cancer. Double check and make sure I'm still in remission. And what else? How many other doctor's appointments have we went to this so far? My husband has physical therapy twice a week. So I think that's all the doctor's appointments we went to. I might be missing one somewhere. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not sure what it is. But we've had to go to a lot of doctor's appointments. So this, I just decided, well, I'm going to pick one that's smaller. I mean, a smaller project to me than these. Like, I don't want to take my fancy ladies because I've tried it before, and of course, you know, I have the cover and everything else on it and stuff like that. But a lot of people think it's really cool, and then they try and touch it. And it's like, no, you can't do that. Especially like with this one, I could wash it because it's the kind of fabric it's on. Is printed, and I could wash it, but my hand-dyeds, I can't wash them. So I was just trying to find something small, on the smaller side, that I could take with me, which now that I think about it, I could have took Vivian for these times with me and worked on it. Oh well, I started a new start. Big deal. It's not going to hurt anybody. So, but that I think is just going to be my doctor's appointment projects, because this Friday Abby has her knee doctor and her eye doctor both in one day. And then in December, Damon also has his ear appointment, which is the whole way down in Pittsburgh. So that's a long drive to get there. But I'm not one of those people that can stitch in the car. I get car sick. So it doesn't work. I wish I was. I've tried reading while I was in the car. Nope, can't do that. That makes me sick. I tried stitching in the car. Can't do that. That makes me sick. All I can do is sit there and be navigator, because my husband always drives us down and drives us back. So I just plug everything into the GPS and kind of sort of navigate with him. I mean, we've been going down to this ear doctor now for how many years? 3 years? Has it been 3 years? 4 years. I feel like it's 3 or 4 years now. I can pretty much get there without the GPS now. I know where I'm going. I painted my nails. Aren't they pretty? They're navy blue, but they look... There, you can see some of the blue in there. They look black. They're not. They're navy blue. What else have we been up to? I don't know, not much of anything. I will get Vincent tomorrow. Then I will have his crazy butt until Thursday. He's such a silly boy. I haven't seen him in... I had him Monday, Tuesday last week, and then I didn't have him Friday because his mom had off. So it's been about a week since I've seen him. Poor little dude. I bet he misses me. Not really. He's probably like, oh no, not my aunt's house. Although, he has a lot of fun here. That's what we do, is a lot of fun. That's all we do, is have a bunch of fun. I think I'm going to finish the stitching for this. I think it's a piece of hair. I feel like it's hair. I'm not sure. I've looked on the picture and I can't really tell from the picture whether or not this is hair. I feel like it's hair, and this is like the what is it, laurel that goes around the head? I can't remember. I'm not sure. I don't know. You guys tell me. Is it hair? I think it's hair. I don't think it's part of like the crown thingy. But anyways, I think I'll finish stitching this with you guys, and then I gotta get back on going. I gotta get my day started. It's already almost 9 o'clock now. And between the dogs, you guys are going to get some edits out of this thing. Between the dogs and my children and them waking up and making noises and things like that. I've been sitting here for an hour and a half, but you guys will probably get a 40-minute video or so. Even though I've been recording longer than that. And I'm sure Beavis and Butthead here are ready for their FOOD. Because I don't want to say it out loud and have to edit out another part. I got one little pupper over there on my couch looking at me. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Still waking up yet. Well, come here. Don't sit over there. Come on. Oh, well, you can't get over on Dad's chair and then come over here and sit with Mom. No, don't you dare walk on that stand, young lady. There you go. Good girl. There you go. Okay, we're going to have another cam session. She says, hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, huh? Hello, I know. I love you, too. I love you, too. You're just so silly. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And then, of course, there's your brother, who's also fighting for attention. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I see you. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I see you too, buddy. I do. Hello. I love you too. Okay, Theo. Get down. Get down. My crazy dogs. They love me, though. Oop. I'm gonna make everybody sick here. They needed some love, though. Cam, no. At least they listen. Most of the time. Depends. Sometimes they get a mind of their own and they don't listen. This thread's almost done. That's so frustrating when you're, I only have a few more stitches left to do, but I'm gonna have to do, just for one row of stitches, that's what, 7 stitches, I'm gonna have to get out a new piece of thread, just to finish it up, of course. That's okay. She's still, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but she's still sitting down here whining some. And she's sitting with me now. I know what it is. She's ready to eat. Little stinker. She's spoiled rotten is what she is. That poor thing, every time I move this, she's like, it's time to go, it's time to go. Come on, Cam. Oh yeah, I bought a new pair of scissors. Look at these. They're a lot bigger though than, I mean, they're much bigger than my other pair, but that's okay. Look at these peacocks on. Let me see. Can I turn it so you guys can see it? Peacocks. Look at those peacocks. I love peacocks. They're very, very sharp though. I don't really mind them. I mean, it's getting used to the fact that they're bigger than my other ones, but that's okay. You know, because I need another pair of scissors out of the million that I have, but oh well. Sometimes just buying one new thing makes you happy. Cam, that's enough. Man, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but if you can, I am so sorry. No, she's a spoiled, rotten little stinker. Last row of this. I did stitch this in the right color, right? Yeah. Just seems a lot lighter than it should be, but oh well. Just trust the process. Excuse me. And we're almost finished with her entire upper half. Once I'm done with this color, there's one more regular floss I've got to do, which is the white that goes, there's just a little bit of a touch of white here and there and here. And then put in, there's a bunch of krennic that goes in here, and then, oh, you can't see, some right here that needs to get put in. And then I will finish up, obviously I did all the back stitching on her face and stuff. She doesn't need any back stitching done there. There's a little bit of back stitching that goes here, a little bit that goes here, and then a little bit on that little emblem down there that I showed you, and the sash she's wearing. And done with that. So not much left in there. And then it'll be on to beading all of this. Well, this upper portion, and then it'll be time to finish the lower half. But that is all I've got for you guys this week. I can't think of much else to talk about. Anywho's McDoodle. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Coming and hanging out with me and seeing what I'm up to and what I'm doing and watching me make some serious progress on this one, because I believe I started this on the 20th and I think today is the 28th, so only 8 days so far of working on this bugger, and she's pretty much halfway through. I don't know. I might keep working on her until she's completely... Well, I need to give this pattern... I'd like to have this pattern back to her pretty quickly. Do I just keep plugging away like a crazy person and get this done really, really fast? And probably blow her mind that I could get it done that quickly. Or... do I put this away for a week and give myself a break? That was all that shaking. That was Theo climbing up on my lap. And then there's Cam flopping around down here like a crazy person. But do I give myself like a week break from this and stitch on something else? Or do I just push through and just work on this until I finish it? I feel like I should push through and just finish this, because like these patterns, I think I saw Queen of Freedom a couple weeks ago and it was going for like 350 bucks. And honestly, that makes my stomach so upset to have this sucker in my possession and it's not mine. And possibly like bending it or something, or something crazy happened to it. Vincent get a hold of it and rip it, or you don't even know. Like, it kind of gives me a slight bit of anxiety that a piece of paper is worth this much, and you never know what can happen with it. You know, not unfolding it and folding it a lot so that we get, you know, the crease marks and through the stitches. I did make a working copy of it, but sometimes some things I need... Oh, excuse me. Man. Need to reference the actual chart. Alright, here guys. Come here, Cam. They can just see the lap full of puppies. You guys aren't even puppies anymore. This is what he does. Yeah, Theo, you're a lover, huh? But, yeah. Just trying to decide what I want to do. And I just feel like that, pattern there gives me a whole lot of anxiety, considering that it's such an expensive piece of paper right now. So I don't want to ruin it, and I kind of want to get it out of my possession, which is funny because I haven't talked to her in a few days. I haven't talked to her for about a week now. So I'll have to call her today and tell her that I started this. And poop, Theo. I'm right here. I'm petting you. Why are you going all over the place? But anyways, I am gonna figure out what I'm gonna do and get done with this. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.